Hello guys, welcome once again to Layla Video Reviewers. In this video, we will be discussing about the doctrine of piercing the veil of corporate entity. In this regard, we will be using cases decided by the Supreme Court. First, we have Pantranco Employees Association versus the NLRC, where the Supreme Court ruled that under the doctrine of piercing the veil of corporate fiction, the court looks at the corporation as a mere collection of individuals or an aggregation of persons undertaking business as a group, disregarding the separate juridical personality of the corporation unifying the group. Another formulation of this doctrine is that when two businesses are owned, conducted, and controlled by the same parties, both law and equity will, when necessary to protect the rights of third parties, disregard the legal fiction that two corporations are distinct entities and treat them as identical or as one and the same. Whether the separate personality of the corporation should be pierced hinges on obtaining facts appropriately pleaded or proved. However, any piercing of the corporate veil has to be done with caution, albeit the court will not hesitate to disregard the corporate veil when it is misused or when necessary in the interest of justice. Also, in Rivera versus United Laboratories, the Supreme Court ruled that while a corporation may exist for any lawful purpose, the law will regard it as an association of persons or, in any case of two corporations, merge them into one when its corporate legal entity is used as a cloak for fraud or illegality. This is the doctrine of piercing the veil of corporate fiction. The doctrine applies only when such corporate fiction is used to defeat public convenience, justify wrong, protect fraud, or defend crime, or when it is made as a shield to confuse the legitimate issues. In short, the doctrine of piercing the veil of corporate entity has only a res judicata effect to prevent wrong or fraud and is not available for other purposes, is based on judicial prerogatives only, and must be used with necessary and factual basis. But under what circumstances will the doctrine apply? When can the doctrine be used? It is when the corporation uses its status as a corporation to defeat public convenience, to justify wrong, protect fraud, define crime, shield a violation of the proscription against forum shopping, work inequities among members of the corporation internally involving no rights of the public or third persons, and to evade the lawful obligations of the corporation, such as the judgment credit. However, the doctrine of piercing the veil of corporate entity applies to determination of liability only and not of jurisdiction. This is so because the doctrine of piercing the veil of corporate fiction comes to play only during the trial of the case after the court has already acquired jurisdiction over the corporation. Hence, before this doctrine can be applied based on the evidence presented, it is imperative that the court must first have the jurisdiction over the corporation. In other words, the court must have jurisdiction already over the corporation before this doctrine can be applied. Thank you for watching our reviewer. Good luck on your lessons!